How's it going, my people? Um, I know it's been a little while since I made a video, which I've been dealing with this depression, whatever they call it, and that's kind of what I want to talk about today. Is as an addict, when I was in active addiction, I never felt depressed. I never had this feeling of these highs and these lows, this bipolar that I've been diagnosed with. Because I've been on like an extreme high, especially being able to get over addiction and doing it, basically on my own without help of rehab or anything else, and going cold turkey. And I never expected the lows to come. I mean, they said, yeah, you're gonna have lows. You can't just have the highs without the lows. But yeah, they hit me. They got me. You feel a lot more. Maybe not at first, but you do. You end up feeling a lot more mentally, physically, after you quit doing drugs. Physically, you feel better after a while. It might take a while. I mean, with Suboxone, it takes a long time. But mentally, the longer you are off, the more you battle with your own inner demons, I guess you'd say. The more you think, well, man, my life was so much better when I was using, because, I didn't feel bad. But you didn't feel. That's exactly it. You weren't feeling. Now, the way I've been feeling the last week or so, it's like I can't sleep. And then once I get to sleep, it's like I just don't want to wake up. I don't even want to get out of bed, which is not a characteristic that I've had in years that I can even remember. And from what the doctors told me, they're like, yeah, well, with bipolar, you're going to have your ups and your downs. And I was like, well, I'm feeling great. I'm high. I'm up on this cloud. But the lows come too. So what I've been trying to do is, especially something that isn't beautiful, I've been trying to find the beauty in it. Keep my mind busy, keep occupied, try not to think or overthink certain situations. Try not to become so overwhelmed to the point to just that, exactly, where you just can't explain it. You just don't even know what to do. I have gotten some pretty bad news, but who doesn't get bad news? I mean, everyone gets bad news in their life. Who said life was going to be easy? But I mean, that doesn't mean that I just can't keep trucking. I can't keep moving forward. I gotta do what I have to do. Everything seems to work out in the end. I mean, it usually always does. Well, it always has so far. So I don't see why it wouldn't work out now. But anyways, I was just standing at the sink doing the dishes, and I realized today was the 24th, which means April 23rd marked my 6 months of sobriety off Suboxone. So if I can get 6 months sober, 6 months of sobriety under my belt, then any of you can. It's not like it's impossible. Yes, I've had times where I thought, man, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to be able to do this. And I recently, like last week or so, I had a debate with Chad Cantrell, C Squared, about Suboxone being a good thing or a bad thing. And in my debate, on my side, I thought it was terrible. I thought there was nothing good about it whatsoever. But he did open my eyes to certain things. And my whole reasoning why I didn't think it was good is because I didn't start taking it because I was an addict of other drugs. Actually, at the time of me taking it was one of the first few times in my life that I had been sober for quite a while. So when I took it, I got really, really, really high and got really violently ill, and then continued to take it. I mean, how dumb is that? But that was my drug. Instead of Suboxone being a tool to get me off of drugs, it became my drug. And what he was trying to say was Suboxone's a good thing, and I was like, nah, it's a terrible thing. It was terrible. And then I thought about it, and for people that are using the needle, people that are stealing, lying, doing whatever they can do to get drugs, to get money for drugs, Suboxone is a good thing. It's a good tool if used correctly. If used correctly. I can't reiterate that more. I don't know one person that was on it that ever used it correctly. I mean, I snorted it, and I just continued to take or snort more and more, which snorting became, the ritualism and everything became part of the addiction too. I mean, it wasn't just getting high, it was the whole entire gamut of getting into my system, laying back, smoking my cigarette, and letting it kick in. But for people that, like I said, are shooting up, doing really hard drugs that in a year, 6 months, whatever it might be, would most likely be dead or in jail, getting on Suboxone, using the program, using it as a tool, and weaning yourself down is a good thing. And without Suboxone, I really wouldn't have met I've met a ton of people through the, I guess I'd say, fellowship of addicts, because we are basically one big whole fellowship. We might not know each other, but if you're working down a road of sobriety, if you want to become sober, that's all it takes. And we're all here together for you. I don't know one addict that wants another addict to slip up and fall, unless they're relapsing and they just want you to come down with them. So with that said, Suboxone isn't terrible. It's not as bad as I've made it sound if used properly. But like I said, and I'll say it again, you can't do this unless you are ready. So if you're ready and you believe you need to be put on Suboxone, then you have to work the program correctly. You have to wean off correctly, or else you're going to end up getting cut off cold turkey and having to go through everything that I went through, which I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. So please don't let a doctor put you on it, but if you believe that you need it, go ahead, get on it, use it correctly, because it is the first step to your sobriety, and it's the first step to the rest of your life. That's all I got for you guys today. Like I said, I've been feeling, I don't know, just down. I mean, even though I'm a half year sober, I should be up, but I'm down in the dumps, and that's another thing. I mean, just because I'm sober now doesn't mean my life's just going to be peaches and cream. I mean, just because I don't have cravings anymore and I don't want to use anymore doesn't mean that I'm just going to skate on by and everything's all good. But I love you guys. Keep your head up. Keep your eyes to the sky. Peace out.